Welcome back. Well, with the state's great weather and roads, motorcycling is very popular in Florida, and there are more bikers on the road these days than ever. And it's a cheap form of transportation, too. Lots of attractions. But the death stats are rising. In 2012, 425 motorcyclists and 32 passengers died in Florida motorcycle accidents. As Bike Week kicks off today in Daytona Beach, we've got some important information about staying safe. Here with more is Angelo Patacca, a board-certified attorney at Jacksonville's Terrell Hogan law firm. He's an avid biker and a safety advocate, and he'll be at Bike Week. Angelo, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having
Are
me.
you riding your bike down to Daytona?
I will be going. I try to get down there every
Safely,
year.
of course, right?
That is always the intent, and I hope I achieve it.
It's always such a spectacle in Daytona during Bike Week. It is something to see. But underneath all the fun is some danger. Let's talk about bike safety. What's the most common cause of motorcycle accidents?
Well, I think what our riders and listeners need to be aware of, whether you're going to Bike Week or if you're just riding here in Jacksonville, is we obviously have more distracted drivers on the road than ever. But probably the most common accident or danger zone that you're going to encounter as a biker is an intersection where a car is going to probably turn in front of you, usually turning left in front of the biker who's going straight. And the common excuse is, I just didn't see him. So, you have a distracted motorist trying to make a left-hand turn. They're not used to seeing a smaller bike. So I try to preach a little bit of a term called see and be seen. So we've got to see the hazard before it occurs and take evasive action. And then there's another side of the equation is protecting ourselves. How do we make ourselves more visible on the street? So those are probably the biggest dangers for bikers.
Sure. Be as visible as possible. Wear your helmet. Wear eye protection. What other tips do you have, both for cyclists and drivers?
Well, for the drivers, our firm and Wayne Hogan and my partner, we really are preaching, put down the cell phone. Let's not text.
Right.
Even
it's
with
now
the hands
illegal.
free.
Yeah.
It is illegal. I think we can do more on that law as far as the distracted driving, but we definitely need people keeping their eyes on the road. So I'd love to say if I could just make people more aware of us bikers, that would be it. But we've been doing that for years. And really the message here for motorcyclists is you have to take matters into your own hands. So one very simple thing that most motorcyclists can do nowadays is wear high visibility clothing. High vis yellow, high vis orange, very cheap. You can buy cheap vests at a hardware store. Certainly we have motorcycle specific clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Studies show that I've read show that bikers wearing high vis clothing have about a 1/3 less probability of getting into an accident. So, it's no surprise you see police officers, firefighters, even landscapers, runners on the road wearing high vis. There's a reason for that. It stands out, and it'll get your attention as a driver, hopefully.
It can save your life because the statistics show motorcycle accidents are absolutely horrific when they do happen.
Yeah, we just don't have the luxury of as we call it, a cage around us.
Yeah.
So a small fender bender in a car really, for a motorcyclist, first of all, knocks you off the bike, which puts you into the traffic. You're not only getting hit by a car, but you're also subject to being hit after you leave the bike. So most get-offs or accidents on a bike are very, very dangerous and can be catastrophic, especially if you're not wearing a DOT-compliant helmet.
Which you'll be wearing as you head down to Daytona Beach.
I personally always ride with a helmet. We have some choices here in Florida, but as a father, I also consider myself a role model to two sons. And when we as parents expect our kids to wear helmets with their bicycles, we as motorcyclists should be modeling that behavior.
Well, thanks for the great information. It's so important to get out right now. So have fun down there, and I know you'll be safe.
Thank you very much for having me, and everybody ride safe out there.
Angelo Patacca is a board-certified attorney at the Terrell Hogan law firm, and he will be biking down to Daytona for Bike Week.